To replace a board and a force plate, you just need a few things: tweezers, a Phillips head screwdriver, a 1/8 hex bit, and your soldering iron. So you'll start with removing the lid. You want to take your torque all the way up to max to unscrew this, because these screws are on really tight. You also want to put pressure down so that you make sure you get a good grip on the screw and you don't end up stripping it. Remove the lid and set it aside. The first thing you want to do is just detach the two load cells. They just unplug. The next thing you want to do is you want to write down and take note of the order of the wires here, because you're going to put them back in on a new board soldered in, and so you don't want to mix those up. Then you just go individually and unsolder each wire. Now, there's just two screws on the bottom right here. So you just take your Phillips head screwdriver. I like to put pressure on the two nuts on top with my fingers like this. And then you can just unscrew these. Now you can remove these two nuts. Take the bad board, set it aside, and then you'll see there are two plastic barrels here. Now I like to set it up with the screws first, so you go in, put the screws in, and then hold them in place with your fingers. Now you can set the barrels on the screws. You take your good board, and that just sets right in. And then you can take the two nuts, and then just basically do the opposite of what you did before. Use your fingers to hold the nuts in place while you tighten the screws on the bottom. Now, something you'll want to pay attention to is the ground on your cable. This black wire, or sometimes it might just be pure silver. It might be too thick to actually fit in the hole, so all you need to do is just solder it to the top of it. Just touch a glob on there, and then make sure it's just on top there. And then the rest can just go right back into the holes. You'll see the connection is just 3 prongs on each for each load cell. So you just want to make sure you get that one set there, that one set there. And then just put the lid back on. When you put the last screws in, make sure you take your torque down to much lower so that you don't also strip the screws going back in, and it'll make it easier for if you ever have to take them out again. And that's it.